Okay, welcome to this tutorial where we review how to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions and improper fractions to mixed numbers. We're going to do two examples of each today. Let's get started. Here we see 3 2/5, and we're asked to convert that into an improper fraction. So let's figure out how many 5/5 are in 3. To do that, we're going to multiply. So our first step is to multiply 3 times 5/5. And then we're going to add to that the 2/5 that are left over here in the fractional part of our mixed number. All right, so 3 times 5/5, well, that's 15/5. And then we're going to add to that the 2/5 that are left over. And 15 plus 2 is 16, 17. So our final answer is, there we go, 17/5. It's equal to 3 2/5. All right, let's try another one here. I'm going to move myself over here. In our next problem, we see 5 8/9. All right, so step 1. Let's go ahead and figure out how many 9/9 or whole fractions are in 5. And to do that, we'll multiply 5 times 9/9. And then, of course, we have to add the 8/9, right, that are left over. So we'll add the 8/9 after that. All right. So what does that equal? Well, let's see. 5 times 9/9. 5 times 9 is 45. Thank you, reflex math. So that's 45/9 plus 8/9. And that's going to give us our final answer. So let's see, 45 plus 8. Well, I'm going to do 45 plus 5 plus 3 because 5 plus 3 is 8. So 45 plus 5, that is 50, plus the 3 more, that's 53. So 53/9. Okay, 53/9 is equal to, or the same as, 5 8/9. All right, so there we have two examples of converting a mixed number to an improper fraction. Let's go ahead now and go in the reverse direction. Oh no. Oh, I started with the second two problems. Let's go ahead and convert an improper fraction to a mixed number. So here we see 25/6. All right, so we have to divide, right? We're going to go ahead and divide the top number, the numerator, by the bottom number, the denominator. And we're going to use long division because that's what we've been learning all along. That's what Rob introduced us to. If you'd like to use partial quotients, that's okay. Just make sure you know what you're looking at when you've got your organized work finished. All right. So 25, top number, divided by 6, bottom number. Now, if you'd like, we can use dead mice smell bad to remind us of the steps of long division. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. So let's ask ourselves, how many 6s are in 2? And there are none. So let's expand that out to 25. How many 6s are in 25? And this is where reflex math really comes in handy, because if you know your facts, you know that 6 times 4 is 24, which gets us really close. So we'll write that 4 over the 5, the last digit, the number we divided. That's the division step. Boom. All right, let's do the multiplication step. 6 times 4 is 24. Keep our place values lined up. Boom. All right. Let's go ahead and subtract. We'll get 1. And there we go. And then let's go ahead and bring down. But there's nothing to bring down, so we're done. And now we have the 3 parts of our answer, the 4, the 1, and the 6. And how do we organize those to get a final correct answer? Well, the 4 is the whole number part of our answer. 4 represents the 4 groups of 6, the 4 whole fractions that are hidden in 25. So 4 becomes our final answer, our final whole number part of the answer. And then 1 is how many 6 are left over. So the answer is 4 1/6. 4 1/6 is the same number as 25/6. They are equal. All right, let me move myself over here. Our final problem today is 31/3. Let's convert this improper fraction to mixed numbers. All right, a mixed number. So let's go ahead and use green this time. All right, we got to divide the top number by the bottom. Numerator by denominator. 31 divided by 3. I'm going to write divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. That's just a way to remind myself of the steps of long division. Let's go. How many 3s are in 3? How many groups 3 and 3? Well, there's 1. So I'm going to write 1 above the 3. Yep. I'm going to multiply 1 times 3 and get 3. Yes. I'm going to subtract 3 from 3, get 0. I'm going to bring down the 1. How many groups? I got to go back to the top now, don't I? Ooh, go back to the top. How many groups of 3 are there in 1? There are none. So let's write that. None. That's division. Multiply 3 times 0 and get 0. Subtract 1 minus 0 and get 1. And then bring down. But there's nothing left to bring down here, so we're done. We have the 3 parts of our answer. We got the 10, the 1, and the 3. Let's organize them. Well, there are 10 groups of 3/3, right? That represents the whole fractions, the 10 groups. That's our whole number part of our answer. And then there's 1/3 left over, just 1 left over. So that remainder becomes the numerator of the fractional part of our answer. And so we can see that 10 and 1/3 is equal to 31/3. All right, you're going to practice this exact work today, going back and forth in both directions. On your work, there are plenty of examples that are done for you. If this wasn't enough, the lessons weren't enough, and examples aren't enough, please ask me for help. We can work on these together. Let's get to it.